Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Did you know that you could leverage your GI Bill benefits, your post 9/11 GI Bill, or even Veterans Readiness and Employment to do a couple different things? You could leverage them to obtain a career that will pay you over $100,000 per year. And you can also leverage that institution to help you move to another location by way of finding a job. What's the hardest thing when you look to move somewhere? It's always finding a job there, because you need to find a job before you move. So if you're looking to move from your city to another city, from your county to another county, from your state to another state, this could be the option too. If you're just looking to stay where you are and make more money, this could be an option for you. I'm going to jump into this and kind of talk through it a little bit with my great example of ADI. Before we do, though, I want to throw on a special thank you to Jump Dude 55. Jump Dude 55, thank you so much for your super comment, super chat. I really, really do appreciate your support very much. All right, Jump Dude 55, thanks. All right, so let's jump into this. For those that don't know, VR&E, Veterans Readiness and Employment, is an outstanding program if you can get into it. It's a little bit cumbersome. I get it. Personally, I went through VR&E, Veterans Readiness and Employment, and I applied, was denied. I applied again, I was denied. I applied again, and finally I was accepted into the program. It's kind of a two-step process. First, you become eligible to apply. Then the counselor decides if you're entitled to the program. VR&E really is focused on bridging the gap of employment for you in many cases, at least in this example. So in the situation of maybe you do something very physical, but your VA disabilities, right, your service-connected conditions are inhibiting you to continue that type of work, right? So you've either quit doing that work, you've cut back on time and hours, you just can't keep doing it. VR&E can step in and say, hey, look, let's slide you over to this career where it's a little less labor intensive and you can continue on. So with that, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Every thumbs up really does help the channel. Thank you so much. All right, so ADI is the Automotive Dealership Institute, and they will train you in a 4-week time frame to become a finance manager. Now, it's not just automobile dealerships institutes, right? That's what they focus on, is the automobile dealership aspect of things. But they can also help you land a job at a, tractor sales company dealership, tractor dealership. Or maybe you're into RVs. They can send you there. Maybe you want, maybe you like motorcycles, right? Maybe you want to go there. Maybe you like off-roading. So maybe there's a specialized place. Maybe it's dirt bikes and stuff instead of street bikes. So, or ATVs or UTVs, and you want to work there. All of these places, maybe you like boats. We're coming into summertime. Maybe you like boats. Maybe you like to bass fish, right? All of these places need these types of finance managers, and ADI can get you trained up in a 4-week process, and then they will help you find a job in their vast network throughout the nation. That's incredible, because the average income, and this is with automobile dealership organizations, automobile dealerships, the average income is $200,000 per year. Now, granted, the higher density areas, the higher income areas are going to warrant higher prices, right? Higher priced vehicles. You're going to a Mercedes or BMW. I mean, I'm going to leave out the Bugattis and Maseratis and Lamborghinis and Ferraris and McLarens and all that. Obviously, those will be even higher, but it's going to be a very smaller. You're not going to sell as many. So I don't know what that really looks like, but you get the picture, right? So here's the deal. If you have post 9/11 GI Bill, or you have the ability to obtain VR&E, which, by the way, only takes a 10% rating, and that condition has to inhibit your ability to work. say you have a 10% for back condition, right? And you are in the trades, right? So it's a lot of, you're moving around a lot and your back is just killing you. That might be a reason. So what you can do is you can leverage those benefits, get into the program, 4 weeks, bam, you're out, boom, you go land the job. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this program, and I'm also going to throw this out there just because, this is what I would think in my own mind. Let's pretend for a second that I had the ability to, one, get VR&E, and two, I also had some post 9/11 GI Bill, which would be great. So if that was the best case kind of scenario for somebody, I would try to utilize VR&E and go knock this out. Then, once I land where I'm going to land, wherever I get my job, maybe then I'm going to start doing my post 9/11 GI Bill and start bringing in that housing allowance while I get my feet steadied up where I'm at and bring that extra cash in, and then maybe knock out a degree. Maybe that's going to help me transition even more into promotional opportunities and so forth. So that's just kind of one way to think about it. So ADI, the Automotive Dealership Institute, is licensed and government approved. They're the only finance and insurance school to accept the post 9/11 GI Bill. They have a VA liaison that's there. They're ready to help you, and they'll handle all of your VA-related questions when it comes to your educational benefits, and they will help guide you through that process. Remember that you can utilize the VR&E program, or if you qualify for post 9/11 GI Bill, that can pay your full tuition, and obviously you get your housing allowance as well. Classes are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. All the materials will be included. And actually, they sent me some stuff. So let me show you here. So check this binder out. This binder is the binder of your school that you would do, which you'll obviously keep all of that information. They got a great book that is copyright, and it's got small print. So small print, here's the book, right? It's hardbound, super nice. So you could always reference that as you land your new career. You get your diploma. This is a sample diploma, which is a little bit, there you go. Sample diploma there. And that is some of the things that they will give you going through the program there. And I think that the value of the job placement assistance is, I don't even have words for it, because I think that this is the most important piece. Obviously, getting the education and the training is important, and you need that. But where do you go from there, right? Getting that expert nationwide job placement assistance with over a 90% job placement rate is huge. That is probably one of the biggest pieces out there. Now, I'm going to throw this out there too for you. The Automotive Dealership Institute offers admitted veterans and service members access to the federal shopping sheet under the executive order on establishing principles of excellence for educational institutions serving service members, veterans, spouses, and other family members. That's Executive Order 13607. They are legit. Give them a call at 1-877-222-7107. And, look, I say it kind of all the time. Information's free. If you think, maybe, I don't know, have a conversation. Reach out. Talk to them. And see what they can tell you. You don't know unless you ask. So information's free. Wanted to share it with you. Utilize your benefits and think about what is the best way to leverage them. Is the best way go to school for 4 years and get a degree in X? Or is the best way to let me knock out a 4-week course and go get a job and then work towards something else on the side? It's up to you. You figure out what's the best way to invest into your own future and take it with you. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.